gonna be fun.
You're my Coney Island baby, means so much to me. You're my pretty little lady. I love you tenderly. You're my lucky star. That's what you are. You're my Coney Island baby. You're so precious, so sweet. Since the day I met you, my life has been complete. You're my everything. Soon you'll wear my ring. You're my girl. Just the two of us here on a blanket of love, writing love letters in the sand. As long as there's sand and as long as there's the sea, you'll be my Coney Island baby. Oh, you're my Coney Island baby. Don't ever let me down. You're my pretty little lady. Feel like I'm wearing a crown. Don't ever leave me. Don't ever go. You're my Coney Island baby. I love you so. You're my Coney Island baby. I want you to know. You're my Coney Island baby. I love you so. You're my Coney Island baby.
Heard of anyone surfing the Coney Island Pier?
No, not that I know of.
I definitely wiped out, that's true. Welcome to this episode of Random Rides. I'm your host, Salty Pete, and today we're in Coney Island, New York City, Brooklyn, New York, to be specific. We are surfing the Coney Island Pier, the only surfing pier in New York State. And if you ask me, the ultimate New York City novelty wave. I've got a long history with the Coney Island Pier. I surfed it 3 years ago during Hurricane Ian. I had first heard about the pier by a photo of a friend of mine surfing in the snow during a noreaster. And it looked like he was surfing a fun, stomach-high, barreling wave somewhere in Coney Island. It's the only surfable wave in Brooklyn, New York. We could surf Queens, we could surf Nassau, we could surf Suffolk, but this is the only wave in Brooklyn. So I saw this photo and I got inspired. At the time, I owned a jet ski, and I would always drive my jet ski from the bay side of Rockaway around the peninsula to go do towats in Rockaway Beach. But every time I would see waves breaking outside of Coney Island. There's a misto reef out there. It's just a big whitewater, nothing special. But one day I decided to beach my jet ski during the middle of a hurricane and try to surf because I saw these beautiful chest-high, spitting, barreling waves. But I beached my red jet ski and I surfed, and I was only in the water for about 25 minutes before 10 FDNY firemen showed up on the sandy beach to save me from drowning. Apparently, after speaking to one of the firemen, someone from the Coney Island houses, which is 14-story projects that are right there on the sand, someone from those buildings had called in a rescue for a drowning person. And I don't know if it was my yellow surfboard or the red jet ski that they thought might have been shipwrecked, but I was reported as a drowning person. So my session was cut short. I only got to surf 4 waves. I did a few cutbacks, but I didn't get the barrel that I was dreaming of. So here we are, 3 years later. I'm back. Back to that story of the firemen. So they were chill about it. The fireman I spoke to was like, hey, it looks fun. You should go get one more and then get out of here before the Coast Guard arrives. You're going to have to fill out a lot more paperwork if you get caught by the Coast Guard. So I caught one more wave and I booked it back to Rockaway, and we had a fun tow-at session with Casey, with Quest, all the homies. But yeah, that was gnarly, and I'm glad to give it a second try 3 years later. This spot only breaks when there's huge maxed out waves in Western Long Island and the Rockaways. It needs to be the biggest Rockaway Beach you've ever seen, and then there's a possibility that Coney Island could be breaking. So this happens once every 2 or 3 years. I was surfing on Monday, October 13th. It was the tropical storm Jerry swell that turned into a nor'easter. And the New York Post came to shoot photos of the waves. They claimed it was 10-foot tall waves. For me personally, these were the biggest waves I have ever seen breaking in the Rockaways. I've seen bigger waves in Western Long Island and Montauk and up in New England. But for Rockaway Beach, which is a little more sheltered, these were the biggest waves I've ever seen and that I've ever surfed. Like, some of the faces were legitimate 8-foot faces, maybe even bigger. I caught one wave. It made it into the New York Post, and that was pretty cool. If anyone knows how to get a copy of that newspaper, please leave a comment below, because I would love to get a copy of that. They got a great shot of a barrel. But back to the story. Coney Island. I figured, okay, these are the biggest Rockaway waves I've ever seen. It must be breaking over at Coney. And I was tired from surfing all day, but I was like, oh, let me just go over there and check the waves and watch the sunset. It was looking like there were a few waves, and then I saw this one perfect, round, spitting tube, and I was like, oh my God, I have to get out there. Oh my God, that was a perfect barrel. So I ran to the car, I put on my Mystic wetsuit, I put on my booties because there's broken glass everywhere. This is Coney Island, where people have no regard for the environment. People just throw cans of soda and beer bottles everywhere. It's also the hood, so there's, condoms and things on the ground. Gross. So yeah, you definitely want to wear booties for protection. Okay, so I got changed. It was getting dark, but I was like, okay, we have time for at least one wave, and there's lights from the apartments and the projects, so I could probably see what's going on. But I didn't realize the pier lights would be on, and it was like surfing, San Clemente Pier or Huntington Beach Pier at night. It was so cool to have that West Coast experience on the East Coast, in New York City, in Brooklyn. Like, what? I felt like I was surfing the San Clemente Pier at night. So I managed to get a few waves, a few barreling waves. I pulled into a lot of waves, but I didn't see any makeable ones until it was like dark. I saw one that was kind of makeable, and I just missed it. And then right as it started raining and it was time to go, I pulled into a right backside barrel, and I didn't feel like I was deep enough, so I tried to stall and get even deeper, and I kind of dug an edge and went down, but I was like, oh, that was the one. I could have made that one. So I had a fun session, but I did not quite get the barrel that I was hoping for, just because we had to go. It was raining. We were surfing in a nor'easter. But I will be back. I don't know when it's going to be. Maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, maybe in a month. Who knows? This is a misto wave. Coney Island only breaks on the biggest, most monstrous swells New York City has ever seen. It needs to be a Category 5 hurricane or a nor'easter where people are evacuating for it to be breaking at Coney Island. But when it does happen, it is a legitimate, barreling, epic wave. And I can't wait to get back for more. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Stay salty. We're stoked. So we just absolutely scored. I was not expecting to be surfing Coney Island today, but here we are. We're at Nathan's famous Frankfurters, world famous Nathan's hot dogs, and I'm hungry, so let's get in there. Wow, I can't believe I got barreled. Heard of anyone surfing the Coney Island Pier?
No, not that I know of.
It's been pouring rain all day, but I got so barreled. I'm stoked. Stay stoked. See you in the next video. Later.